Hello everyone. So as you can see, I've got the Freewell wide-angle lens on my DJI Osmo Pocket here. And one thing I was wondering before I actually bought this was whether or not this would still fit into my existing cover, the one which you get with the Osmo Pocket. I was worried that I'd have to get a new cover for it to accommodate the added space because of the end of this actual lens here. Uh, But yeah, I mean, I'll have a look here now. I'll show you what happens when you put it in. As you can see, first thing you'll notice is that it does weight down the actual lens, so it moves it around. Anyway, I'll put it in there now. Okay, so that's how it goes in there. So it's in at a slant. Can you see how there's a bit more of it popping out there? So it is in there at a slant. So it is fitting, but it's at a slant. Now, will the strap close? And yeah, it does, but it is being pulled a little bit tight. There's a bit of a bump just here. See if you can just make that bump out there. That's how tight it is there. And again, it's still popping out a bit here, and that is a bit of your display. So that'll be open to the elements. And of course, this is sticking out more than it normally would. But the main thing is that your lens is actually protected. One thing you'll see is that this wobbles around. So you can move this around here. So that will wobble a little bit. So it's a bit funny there. It's not really well, isolated or fixed in place there. And what I have found as well is that once when I actually took this out, the lens was then at an angle. So it was still on, but it was at an angle. And what I don't like about that is on the back of it, these magnets, they're not very forgiving. They're actually quite rough metal magnets. So you really don't want that magnet scratching any of this glass over here, which it could do. So that is a bit of a problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put a bit of sellotape around the sides of this lens here, just around like the back of the head, so around there to just around the top and the bottom, so it stays in place when it's in the cover. And when you switch it on, this does rattle about the slightest amount. It does give you a bit of a rattle. I'll switch it on and you'll just hear it move. Okay, so you will hear where this lens is moving. 1 second, here we go. There. It's with the last movements, the up and down, when it just goes down and then up and then back into place, that you hear a few extra clicks. That's where the lens is actually moving. And that's because it is quite a violent movement, really, when it starts up. So just put that back in there again, just to give you a picture of what it looks like. But yeah, you will be fine. You can use it in your existing holder, but just be a little bit careful with it, because now that it's got that lens on, it's that little bit more expensive. So there you go. It does fit. It's a little bit tight, sticks out a little bit, gives you a little bit of a wobble like that. As you can see, that's where it's probably wobbling on the lens. You can feel it move. It's a bit of a magnetic movement, so you can feel the lens is moving and then sticking back on. But overall, it works. No need to rush out and get a new case or cover for it. Thanks for watching.